Hi folks, Tonester back with another subscriber replay. This time it is Nitedog in his Skorpion G. He's on Corellia and he is top tier. Actually everyone's top tier. It's a tier 8 game and it's assault defense, and so he's in a great tank for that basically, because they have to push into him. So he's taken a shot on that EBR and obviously missed that shot, and he's going to take a blind shot on that EBR. I think he might be aiming a little bit too high, but nevertheless you can't argue with success this game. He does quite a good job of stopping the enemy. He's in a quite good position, and if people push, he's got a very good chance of hitting them. So he's able to set up his binos and camo net. One thing, Nitedog, if I was you, I'd ditch that camo net, because that camo net, when you don't really have any camo to begin with, to add a camo net really doesn't give you that much help. I think another piece of equipment might be better. I'd have to look and see what equipment I would use. So that Skorpion G just stops and causes Nitedog to miss that shot. That happens at range. So his loadout, he's got quite a few AP rounds, a fair amount of APCR, and just a few HE rounds. So it's probably about how I would run it. I've played my brother's Skorpion G, and I really like it. It's a very good tank. But nevertheless, let's get back to the game. And for whatever reason, the Skorpion G decides he's going to pop up high, and Nitedog is more than happy to punish him. So at this point, they don't have a huge amount on this side, and we've got a fair amount of guys, but our guys do not fare very well, I can tell you that. And quite honestly, the other side against superior numbers does actually fare pretty well. You notice our defender is in a horrible spot. He is just sitting in a location that if he gets lit up, he could get shot by any of the snipers up on the back hill in 6 and 7, G6 and 7 area. So little miss there. I think Nitedog has just got to work on his leading a little bit. He misses a few shots that are led, but again, you can't argue with success. He gets an ace tanker here, so I don't know if I've gotten an ace tanker in the Skorpion G or not. I haven't played a huge amount of games in it, but there's a nice leading shot, so he kind of makes up for that. So the enemy is pushing, which is exactly what you want in this tank. You want the enemy out in the open and at enough range that they're not going to spot you. I was surprised that didn't get him spotted. Taking a pot shot at the FV4202, and this thing has like 246 standard pin, I think, or 248, something in there. Nice shot on the side turret. Gets a fire, and now there's just a Type 59 left on this side. So maybe he's not used to the shell velocity on this too. It is pretty slow. You're throwing a Volkswagen out there, so the shell velocity is not great. Nevertheless, it looks like the other side is finally starting to fall, but it's still 8-8. And if I was Nitedog, I would be headed to where that IS-3 is now. And the reason is you want to create distance in this thing. They have to go to the cap, right? So if you're further away from the cap and can still defend it, that's the best case scenario for you. Nitedog does get lit, but fortunately, one other thing that is very helpful is there's no arty in this game. The Skorpion G takes arty horribly. I mean, you can get one shot. Let's put it that way. So he's moving over to the other side. There's a T-69, a T-34 over here, somewhat close. And he's just looking for shots. It looks like he's got just a sliver on that Tiger too, and he's able to put a shot in. So it's 10-10. Things are looking pretty good, quite honestly. And punishes the Tiger too, and it looks like the T-28 is stealthed up and still firing. He's probably so slow he isn't able to get in here quick. So that takes Nitedog up to 2,600 damage. That's good. 500 assist. And remember, they are on the defending team. They've got just under 4 minutes to defend, and it takes 3 minutes for a single tank to cap, I believe. So there's a nice shot into the back of that Panther too. Kind of surprised he didn't set him on fire or break his engine. German tanks are notorious for having broken engines and fires. And actually, in real life, the Tiger, that was one of the issues, is that it caught on fire a lot. So, so he's in a corner fight here, something I wouldn't suggest with a Panther who has great gun handling. And so I don't know if he's going to back off here or what, but he's trying to make sure he's got gun depression. And the Panther does snap a shot. I think it's a little dangerous to pull out here because you don't know where... Oh, that T-28 is spotted. So I didn't see him on the map. So there's a miss. That happens in this thing. If you don't aim fully, it really is not the best tank. You really do need to aim. So he's coming around trying to get a shot on that Panther, and he sees this T-28 prototype, which I feel bad for. He's all alone into the game, and he's not able to push fast enough. And I'm really surprised that shot did not go in. That's unfortunate. It was a well-aimed shot too. So he waits for the guy to turn. That's good patience. He waits for the guy to turn so he can get his side and then shoot him. So excellent patience there. Good shot selection. Now he's just got this Panther and one of the wheeled vehicles, and the Panther comes around sideways, which is never a good idea. And the only thing left is the EBR. So he's got 3,700 showing on the board right now. We'll have to see how he does at the end of the game. It looks like he's typing something in, as I recall. He probably thought the game was over. I've done that many times. But if I was to guess, that EBR's flipped over because we haven't seen him in forever. But in fact, he's not. He does come in. So there's a minute left on the game, and they've surely got this one. I mean, they have a Defender and a Patriot, both. And whereas I probably would have hidden in this case because you have 93 hit points, and if you get killed and somehow the enemy kills the other guys, then you could lose the game. But as it turns out, Nitedog makes the more aggressive decision. It's the right decision. So there's the EBR. Can't believe he got that close without getting spotted. But it looks like the Defender has like 600-700 HP, so would be pretty tough to finish him off. Or the I'm sorry, the Patriot. They both do. They both have a lot of hit points. So a 37.95 on the board. I've seen the after action report. Let's go ahead and take a look at that because that doesn't seem like enough for an ace, does it, folks? Okay, here we are at the after action report. And apparently that is enough for an ace. 1260 XP, 4 kills. Maybe that's what helped him. 4 kills. He was over 400 above the next guy. More like 500 above the next guy. And he ended up 20 shots, 10 hits, 10 pens. So everything he hit, he penned. He did 3,795 damage, 500 assists, so that's 4,200 combined. That kind of surprises me that that's an ace. But nevertheless, that was a great game, Nitedog. And he has a premium account, so he ended up with 94,000 credits out of that game. So that's a nice game for him. And then looks like he had some personal reserves going for 4,000 XP. That's going to help his crew. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you do have your own Ace Tanker replay to send in, please do. My email address is down below, and also I've got a list of tanks down below for you guys if you want to see an ace from me in a certain tank or see how I play a certain tank. Appreciate you guys watching. Please do subscribe if you'd like to see more tanks, and we will catch you on the next one.